A big hello to all of you and welcome to your most eagerly awaited talk show, The Anjali Show with me. Friends, I'm your host and host Anjali Gupta. Friends, do you agree that the crime rate against children has been increasing every single day, especially in our country? The flowers who have yet not blossomed, they meet a brutal fate at the hands of the people around us. They meet a very sad and a brutal fate. And we, as parents, as the near and the dear ones, hide it, remain quiet, either for the fear of society or perhaps because we do not know the law so well. That is why we decided to have a talk around POXO today. What is POXO? Well, my friends, POXO stands for the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. Friends, in our talk show, The Anjali Show, we keep inviting all those people who have a message to share with the world and humanity. You can also join us in case you have a message to share with the world. And for all those who stay till the end, there will be a surprise for all of you. So stay tuned. Today we have two eminent personalities with us, Mr. Mohammad Rafiq and Madam Deepa Rafiq. We welcome you, sir and ma'am. When I asked them what is their message that they would like to share with the world, they said, Anjali, we would like to simplify the law for the people. And today we will get an awareness about POXO from them. Let me just read out their profiles to you. Mr. Mohammad Rafiq has 30 years of expertise in law. He was the part of in-house legal team at the Airports Authority of India, Delhi International Airport, Aircel Telecom. He has partnered with India Law LLP. He is an accredited mediator certified by the Indian Institute of Arbitration and Mediation. He is a law graduate and has enrolled as an advocate since 1990, and he did his certificate courses in the intellectual property laws and cyber laws from the Indian Law Institute of New Delhi. His areas of expertise are dispute settlement through arbitration and mediation, drafting of contracts. He's a corporate trainer on the legal topics, and also his expertise lies in the employment and labor laws. Let me now just read out the profile of Madam Deepa Rafiq to all of you. She also has 3 decades of expertise in law. She is a seasoned legal expert who had a privilege to lead the legal teams in key public sector undertakings like Airports Authority of India, NSIC, PEC Limited, which come under the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises, and Ministry of Commerce, respectively. She is a certified corporate trainer from Indian Academy of Training and Development. She is a regular training faculty of Indian Aviation Academy, Civil Aviation Training College, Allahabad. She is an external member with the internal committee under POSH Law with several corporates. She is a law graduate and has been enrolled as an advocate since 1988. She did her certificate in the intellectual property laws and cyber laws from the Indian Law Institute, New Delhi. She has also authored a book, Prevention of Sexual Harassment on Women at Workplace, Law and Practice. Her area of expertise is laws related to women and children, which is POSH and POXO, labor laws, industries, aviation and government projects, contracts management, and soft skills management. Let us start, Deepa ji and Rafiq ji. I'm going to put up a question to all of you. First of all, I would again like to welcome both of you to our show, The Anjali Show. You may please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Anjali, for having us.
Thank you so much for being here, ma'am and sir.
Thank you.
A question to both of you, ma'am and sir. I would like to understand, both of you run this organization, We Legal. Please tell us, what is We Legal and what is the purpose of We Legal?
Okay, can I start, Deepa?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, We Legal is our organization. We are operating from Bangalore. The reason we wanted to do something different, having of 20, 23 years, that point of time when we started We Legal, our experience, we had interacted many type of people. We had worked in many geography of the country. We interacted with lawyers. We attended courts. Then one thing what we felt, the law in our country are made for the public. But the question is, how much this law is uh, proficient or known to the public? Because even today, the law in India, I feel it's made for lawyers and courts. Could you anyone read a law, a section, and interpret to me? Tomorrow, if you get a notice from a police station, I pray you should not get it, or court, I'm sure you will not be able to understand the purpose of that notice unless you meet me or any other lawyer. Why so? In school, we have been taught biology, chemistry, mathematics, geography, history. Why not law? In our country, there is no one knows the basic law unless you join a law college. So the purpose of We Legal to share the knowledge and simplify the law, tell the lay people the law which they understand. So that's the very purpose of it, Anjali.
Okay, right. Would you like to add something, ma'am, here?
Absolutely fine. That's what our tagline is. The law is simplified. So we want to tell the people this is the law for you. Use it whenever and wherever it is required. Not to misuse, but at least you understand where you can use it for your good, where you are stuck, how to use it. So we are just trying to simplify that all complicated terminology in the easy language which people can understand. So for that we do the legal trainings, because training field is you have enough trainers on different subjects, but legal training has not been highlighted anywhere, even in corporates or educational institute or to the public in at large. So we do the training on legal subjects which people are required in their day-to-day activities. So this is one of these POSH and POXO. These two subjects are our we have our signature programs of train the trainer on both these subjects. So that's why we want to create awareness and spread the knowledge whatever we have.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Sir, a question to you. Why is a legal awareness necessary? So this is something that I think all our viewers would like to understand as well.
Absolutely. You are on the core of the issue now, today. Uh, Anjali, the law, as I said earlier, the law is made for public. And why we have chosen POXO today? Let's look at from the POXO's perspective. POXO is a law, very serious, very stringent criminal law against the sexual assault against children. So, who has to know about POXO? It is the people who are associated with children, like our schools, our religious institutions, our hospitals. The people should know what is allowed, what is not allowed. When would I cross the line of an offense? When can I be caught? When can I be sent to jail? So for us, it's more than the student or the children or the parents. the people around children should be sensitized about the law. Now, let's take POCSO. In POCSO, it's a criminal law. As I said, it's a very serious, even a death punishment can be given. And most of the time, the perpetrator, the person who indulged, are come out and saying that, oh, we did not know this is against law. The reason is, till 2012, any sexual abuse of child was not considered as a offense except rape. This is the reason we say the awareness is required. It is not for the victim, it is for the perpetrator.
Okay, great. I believe, sir, you have answered our question as to why the legal awareness is necessary and why is POCSO required at all. Ma'am, would you like to add something here?
No, basically it's what he said. I agree what it was there. But awareness is the thing where I should be aware that if I commit a particular offense, I will be punished. Now, I don't say with creating awareness, we can stop the offenses, but at least we can minimize the number of those offenses. So that, because many times in many type of offenses in our experience, we have seen in such offenses like POSH and POCSO and all such things. Most of the time people say, oh, I didn't knew, I just did it casually, I said just like that. So that is one thing. Or I just forwarded the message, I didn't thought that that will be a problem. So at least we tell them, look, don't do it, this is a problem, you can be caught. So at least you should be aware of. In spite of having awareness, if you want to commit some offense, then be ready for the punishment.
Right.
So at least you should be aware of.
So, ma'am, the next question is for you.
Yeah.
Why do people not open up to a child's sexual assault?
Very difficult thing to answer in a way, because first thing is, this sex word is too difficult to talk about. Living apart children, even we adults, we don't talk much about. And whenever this word come, everybody says, oh, no. Our social circumstances are like that. Social environment is like that, that we are not open to talk about. Now, schools have started doing this so-called sex education. The main issue is, if we don't talk about, no authority will come to know what happened with you. Law is there, as Rafiq already said, it's very stringent law. But the thing is, somebody has to complain, na? If something wrong happened with my child and I'm not coming out to say, what authorities will do? What any court, judge, or whatever, what law will do till you come out and say something? So we have to teach our children, look, if something happens wrong with you, you have to come and talk to us. So at least that much we have to make the children aware of. That is required. And for that, most important is our communication with the children. We have to spend time with our children of whatever age. Below 18, this law is applicable. So we have to spend time with children. Small children, differently we have to talk. A little older, like maybe 14, 15, 8, 16, they are at the age of curiosity. So if they ask questions, we have to answer them. We can't say, it's not your time. Whenever you grow older, you will understand. Most of the time we'll say, not for you. So if we don't answer, they go on experimenting the things. And then they may come in problem. Like in Delhi, that boys' local room case happened.
Right.
So that was because children, they started experimenting because they were not getting answers of their questions, because they are exposed to media, internet too much. But they are not able to get the answers. So they come out and they go on experimenting the things. So there the problem happens. So we have to talk to children to make them aware that this is the situation. If something happens with you, you come and talk to us. And if we don't talk to children, we may not be able to stop the problem. And even perpetrator will not be aware that because he will not be caught, obviously, because if there is no question. So we have to change our mindset little bit and our social circumstances. That's why awareness is required. Please be aware, talk.
Okay, ma'am. So what I understand from you, that we have to maintain a very healthy relationship with the children of any age, Because whenever their curiosity levels are rising, we can be friends with them. They also come to us and we also go to them and explain this is the way things
Right.
are happening. And that is why the things are happening.
Right.
So, Rafiq ji, my next question is to you. Do you think awareness can bring a change in society?
Absolutely. Rather, I put it in another way. Awareness is the only thing which can change the society. Because let me take touch POXO only. Whatever the cases reported since 2012, when this law was formed, most of them happened either schools or any wherever the children like madrasa or these places. Why it's happened? Because it was not an offense earlier. So if you arrest a guy who did something and you send him for a punishment, what is that point the society made? Did you tell him, look, don't do this, these are the offenses, you control yourself? You did not do that. I'll give you an example. Till 2018, the provision of rape under IPC, there is one exception, that if you have sexual intercourse with your wife, it is not rape even if she has not attained the age of 18, but it should not be less than 15. Means the sexual consent can be given up to 18, but if it is your wife, you can prove. If she is not below 15, then that intercourse, whether with her consent or not, is not a rape. 2018, Supreme Court said no. That squarely comes under POXO. So even if your wife, if she is below 18 years, it amounts to rape. Now, how many of us know this?
No one.
So that's the point. See, we talk, we have all these facilities. You go to village, you enter, they have no idea what is POSH, what is POXO, what is rape, what is IPC. Who will teach them? You arrest them. Then they will say, we did not know. So it is our duty to sensitize them. Don't do this, don't do that, because you will be caught. People, so that works as a deterrent. Basically, awareness works as a deterrent. So for me, when we started doing this POXO, we have been advised by some authorities, you train the police, you train the prosecutors, you train the judges. I said, we have no intention. We will train the people who are doing this.
Okay.
The point is, even if you punish the person who has done that, that child will carry this trauma till the life, even if the guy is in the jail. Whereas if I tell the guys, don't do this, you will go to jail. Even court can order for a capital punishment. He may not do. I prefer that.
Okay. Great.
We
So-
want this training and awareness should happen before crime. People
Right.
talk about after crime, what prosecutor should do, what court should do, what judge should do. We want crime should not happen.
Absolutely right, ma'am. So if we train the people and make them aware of this
Aware.
is what this is the way things are, of course, we would be in a much better place. And people who even think of committing the offense would not commit it, and would, of course, it would act as a deterrent. So this legal awareness is necessary, no doubt about that. So my last question to both of you: what are your future plans?
As Deepa said, we focus on legal knowledge sharing only. Though we are lawyers, we don't go to court. So we have a plan in terms of POSH. POSH, you know, it's prevention of sexual harassment at workplaces. There, we need at least one trainer in each district of the country. Now we have around 250 trainers we have trained. They are including you. You can go and you know what is POSH. We want to have same thing for POXO also, because every educational institution, they have to compulsorily undertake training for their not only students, teachers, non-teaching staff, their other staff like school van driver, etc. So we want as much, because Deepa and I cannot do this training across the country. So what we are doing is we train the trainers. We tell them, look, you go and spread this. So our plan is to create as much as big trainers group, though we have a big group on POSH, and so that it can be spread. So we are working towards that.
Okay, wonderful. Uh, and thank you so much, Rafiq sir and Deepa ma'am, for creating this awareness for all of us. And I'm sure it is going to be beneficial to each and everyone who is attending the show here. Friends, as you all know that we at Anjali Show, we help you promote your message to the world. So here is your opportunity. Type down your name in the chat box and that one message that you have, which you would like to share with the world. And I'm going to read out that message for all of you, so that as and when the recording goes on any of our social media channels, you get noted and you get promoted too. So for Deepa ma'am and Rafiq sir, their motto is, their message is simplifying the law. So would you like to write down any of your message, Ashok sir, Sanjay ji, Anil Singla ji? Would you like to type down your message in the chat box? Friends, meanwhile, in case you also have some questions from both of them, you are feel free to ask those questions. You can unmute yourself and ask the questions from them in case you have any. Ashok sir, voice, is it okay now? So guys, do you have any questions? Ashok sir, is the voice okay now?
No, it's fine. No, fine. Thanks. It's fine now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do you have any questions from Deepa ma'am and Rafiq sir? Any one of you?
No, in fact, I have already had sessions from both of them on both on POSH and POXO. And so today I saw your message. So I should end it from your message, and like the Rafiq thing you will there. It's definitely a very appreciable effort on their part that they are creating the awareness of such delicate issue, that the critical issue among the people, so that awareness is there with people, as rightly said, people will be aware and will definitely help in reducing such crimes. Because even the victim will know what's their right, what the process they can, uh, which can lead to after these crimes, and even for people also, they'll be aware in case they do such acts, there are such punishments, so it will definitely help in reducing this. So I congratulate both Deepa and Rafiq, to you, Ali, for taking this effort to create awareness among people. So
Thank you.
You're part of us, Ashok, and
yes, definitely.
yeah, we are
I'm
proud
doing.
of
Thank
you, our community, you, Anjali, and all part of it. Let's do, because this is one thing we need the entire team to work on.
I reciprocate
Sure.
your sentiments, Ashok sir, because even I have taken the certification of POSH from Deepa ma'am and Rafiq sir. I was very much a part of their group when they conducted this workshop in Delhi, and I must say it has been of really good help to me. And I have been since then training people on the POSH itself in several organizations. Of course, I have not taken much training on POXO from them, which I believe I need to take it
Let's
up.
do it. No.
You're
Right.
welcome.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Welcome.
friends, it's like let us end the meeting now. I do not think so anybody has any kind of questions.
Please
Let-
feel free. We will answer in wherever Anjali can share with us. We are happy to clear any doubts of anyone, even after the show.
So friends, in case you have any questions, you can always write back to us at theanjalishow.com. In case you would like to connect with us on WhatsApp, our WhatsApp number is 9717800032. I'll repeat, theanjalishow@gmail.com. WhatsApp number is 9717800032. You can always connect us with us on the Facebook group, and the name of our Facebook group is The Anjali Show. So we will see you again with a new episode with a new message for all of you. This is The Anjali Show signing off till we meet again with our new learning for all of you. Bye-bye. Thank you so very much for joining us in.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
everyone.
Anjali.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.